Scott too busy to come in and say hello? No, there he is. There he is.
Anybody have any questions for Rick? Because I got.
Listen, game 53, and you finally show up. You live in Lindenwoods, and we finally see you. Like, what the hell's going on?
I am paying $20 for parking to do this game. My sacrifices they don't know boundaries.
That's why they have Uber, Scott.
Rick, is there any truth to the rumor that you're doing after hours tonight?
No, there is not.
Yeah.
No.
We've got to milk the 9 o'clock start to death and that sort of thing, but it looked like there was, a little bit of jump, and the guys have kind of put that behind them and are ready to go tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we've had 2 good days of practice, and there was good energy out there this morning. You hope it comes back, but 9 o'clock tonight. It's an adjustment for all of our routines. What time you're coming to the rink and everything else. So we've known this game was coming for a while. We've had time to prepare for it, and we work with what we work with.
One never likes to presume, but the fact that you've stayed with the same combinations up front and on the back line since you returned to work, would it be safe to say that'll be the way that you go?
Yes, that'll be the way we start the game tonight. Now, see, emphasis on start the game tonight, okay?
Yeah.
No, that's the way we want to go.
Yeah.
Now, if things aren't clicking, then that's a whole other discussion, but this is our preferred way to go, the way we've set up tonight.
So based on that, then the decision-making that went into having Logan slot in ahead of Kyle on the third pair, because you were really complimentary of Kyle's play in the St. Louis game. What goes into that?
Well, again, Kyle did have a very strong game, and give him credit for that. We've put him in some tough spots, but Logan gives us a little more size, a little more physicality, and a younger guy, we know that. Just get him back in the lineup. We don't want any of them. I mean, Kyle sat out a lot this year. He seems to be able to handle it very well. We just want to make sure after all this time that we get Kyle and Dylan in there and keep them in a regular basis as best we can. We've got 8 NHL defensemen, which we're going to need as the season progresses. You need 8 defensemen, so we got to have them all ready to go.
And I'm asking for a friend here.
Oh.
Because I'm not smart enough to pay attention to these kind of things. But
Rob
Lauer, not a practice this week, yeah.
So Lau, I think it was Monday, I got a text from him. He's have serious back issues. He's got a herniated disc, and he has been on the ice the last couple of days. He won't be on the bench tonight. He wasn't here this morning. He's getting treatment for it, but he came back from the break with, it started on the break actually on Monday. He told me in Edmonton when he went home. So, yeah, he's having a tough time. He's on our IR from the coaching perspective.
It's kind of year it's been. How about on the power play, a couple tweaks? You got Ehlers on the second unit. What are you hoping to see there? And you also added Stenlund for Lowry, it looks like.
Yeah, well, we've got to try something different. Our power play has not been very good lately. At one point, we were in the top 10. It slid backwards. We've got to make some tweaks to it and see what we can find out. Just give it a different look. We've got to try something because it's going the wrong direction. And it's not only that they're not scoring, it's not giving us any momentum. Your power play is not going to score all the time, clearly, but it has to give you momentum in creating some scoring opportunities. And we haven't been generating very much. We haven't been generating enough. So it's worth taking a different look at things.
Sure. Is it with Ehlers? Is it too much? Not. I mean, he's a shooter, obviously. When on his unit normally, is it just hasn't?
Well, he wants to be over there on that side, and so does Mark. There's only one of them can be there, right? Mark wants to be over there. Ehlers wants to be over there. So this way we get them both where they would need to be. Cole's should be a good bumper. And listen, Kevin's done well for us. He wins a lot of face-offs, and that's important with that unit. And he's a big, strong guy around the net. He gives us a different look than Adam. He's a right-hand shot, with Ehlers being a left-hand shot coming down. It's a little easier for Nick to play give and go with a right-hand shot than a left-hand shot. So anyone who's down by the net, we're hoping that will give us a different look with the right-hand shot, and that's really all it is when Nick's on the half wall coming down, he's got to have that option, and it's tough for a lefty to be doing that. It's a lot easier for a righty to not only give him an option to a pass, but also at the same time be a screen should Nick decide to shoot.
Just housekeeping, obviously Demillo was out, but did Gustafsson skate before? Or
Gussom didn't. He did not skate, as far as I know. He wasn't out there. I wasn't told he was skating. I know he had a good workout. I'm hoping he skates on Monday. Mel will be full practice, hopefully on Monday as well.
Okay, and with Appleton will be activated, will Demillo just be put on IR? Do you know
Yes.
what the, yeah?
Probably
Okay.
something like that.
And then last one too. I mean, we talk about shaking off the rust. I mean, what does that look like to you, and how do you speed up that process after a break?
Just manage the game as best we can. Just keep going north. Don't make pretty plays that aren't there early until you get your timing back and your reads back. Chicago played well against Arizona last night. This is their third game, so they're playing well. We just have to make sure we're not complicating the game, of course, and making it a lot harder on ourselves out there than need be. But thank you. Scott, anything?